reaching for the sky right now. I'm trying to get a decent signal. I'm out here at the range. Last night on our live program, we talked about having doing live streams from out here at the range. Well, I came out here to film, and I'm under a metal roof. And I came out here to film on this, I may lose the signal here in a second because I'm back under here. Let me get to the edge over here. Came out here to film on the Hi-Point 10mm. As you see, I'm set up using my Armscor ammo. So I've been filming here for a little while, and of course the rain has set in. So as you see, it's probably doesn't look that bad to you, which is not terrible. It's just that you can hear the noise. You can hear the thunder, you can hear the rain on the tin roof, which it would be kind of soothing if I had a beer in my hand and a nice fire and wasn't trying to run my video camera. But yeah, this is it. This is what life is like when you're trying to film a video and the rain sets in Louisiana. And actually the weather doesn't look that bad. You know, we have gray skies, but it doesn't look terrible out here. Anyway, this is my setup. Let's see if I can keep my signal. This is pretty much how I do some of my videos. If it's going to be bad weather, I can back my Jeep up right here and I can offload everything that I need from right here. You know, everything that I have set up. You know, I have my tabletop up here. Many times I'll keep all my ammo up top, my guns. I will keep them down below in my Drago cases. That's a Drago case there. So this is a perfect setup for me for filming. I mean, it's ideal for me to come out here and shoot some videos, but when it rains like this, because the sound quality is so bad, you guys have probably seen some of my videos that are horrible whenever the sound quality is this bad. So that's where I'm at now, trying to get this thing to slow down and stop so that I can get to filming again. Where we're at right now is I am filming in the, and again, I may lose you guys. If I do, I apologize. I am at the Up the Creek Gang. This is the Cowboy Action shooting range that I use. This is all simulated to look like, this is an old saloon right here. To give you an idea. This is an old, see the old saloon doors right here? This is kind of cool. Pretty neat how they do this. But all this is set up to look like the old Wild West. And they'll shoot from these stages right here, from these stations. I believe this is the loading, actually I'm sorry, they don't shoot here. I guess I'm the only one that shoots right here. This is where they load their weapons up. Then they come over here and they'll have their series of targets that they have to shoot over here from these locations right here. This is actually where they shoot from here. And they'll shoot at these targets out here, the different ones. You have some further out there for extra, I guess you could call it extra credit, you know, additional points. But most of you are shooting these other targets. And I guess what you sometimes will do is you'll shoot your pistol, shotgun, rifle on some of these different areas right in this area. But then when you get done, because safety is #1 priority for everybody, this is your unloading station. You come over here, somebody will be sitting right here, and they will determine if all of your gear is safe for you to walk outside of the shooting area again to make sure that everybody is safe. There are no accidental discharges or anything like that. So just like USPSA, they very strongly practice safety. So that's kind of cool here. Some of the other ones, let's see if I can cross over without getting totally soaked. This one is Sharp Eyes Drugstore. Same concept over here. You see the outside of it's kind of neat, you know, painted up like a drugstore. You would load all your weapons here. This is where you would actually stage them prior to loading them all up. Then you would load them here. Then you would enter the shooting area and you would shoot at your targets right here. Engage them right here. And then pass off into the unloading area right here again. Again, some of these are pretty cool. The way they stage these things and make them look, it's kind of neat. Might get a little rain on the camera. This is the jailhouse, hence the bars. This is kind of cool here. Some of the old stuff they've got in here, again, same concept, you know, do your loading over here. But Sam Bass, $1,000 reward. Pretty cool looking little light chandelier up top there with the wagon wheel. Let's see here. Since I'm not getting too soaked, let's move on down the line. Looks like I still have a signal. This is the livery stable. This is pretty big and wide open here. Let me get to one side of this and you can see this stage is pretty big. You know, it spans pretty big. Load, shoot, and unload over here. Again, you can see the targets down there, very unique targets. An old saddle sitting up here. Let's move on down. This is the general store right here. Again, the same concept. All your stuff goes on over here as far as loading. Horse collars, rifles, pistols, knives, rock candy. A couple little things here and there where you've got, looks like a general store, and then of course your unloading section over here. Move on down to the, I want to say this is the last stage right here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this one, I didn't see a sign out front here. I think this is the old cemetery. This is kind of cool. They're doing a little work right here, as you can see. But you've got, I guess it's the old church, or maybe the schoolhouse. I don't know, I think that's supposed to be a church. That's a church, yep. Well, you see the crosses on the church. I didn't know if that was a schoolhouse or not, but I do remember seeing that they had some graves out here. So yeah, that's the church. This is the graveyard. And you've got some old, you can see the old vulture targets. Those are steel targets down there. So those are some targets right there along that little canal right there. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much all of the up the creek gang. If anybody is interested, here's one of their signs. You can actually contact them if you're in the Southwest Louisiana or the Lake Charles area. upthecreekgang.com. Whoa, wasp right next to it. Let me get my hands away from there. Probably not a very smart thing on my part. That's the only downside to this. These guys shoot twice a month. So you run the risk of wasp nest forming during that time. I actually shoot a lot of my video out here during the time when these guys are not shooting their competition. As you see, it's raining pretty good out here now. So yeah, I probably use this thing almost as much as these guys do. They're kind enough to let me be I guess you could call it an honorary member out here. It's a lot safer for me to shoot than shooting on the normal range down there. Maybe you have some unskilled people that maybe aren't paying attention. So to me, this is a lot safer for me to be able to shoot. And I really appreciate these guys being so kind to me and allowing me to utilize their stuff. Of course, I take care of it best I can, pick my brass up and all that. But yeah, that's about as behind the scenes as it gets for me. You know, nothing special around here that I do. I do a lot of my shooting over here also. This is actually a next stage, and it's wide open. You probably have seen this space a lot because I shoot a lot through here. I'll move these targets to the side. I don't shoot the same targets that these guys shoot, of course. I bring my own targets out here. The targets that they have, they're made for a lead cast bullet, not for a full metal jacket. Now, you will notice that sometimes I'll shoot my shotguns at these bottles right here. I'll shoot at these, and I'll shoot at these poppers over here that end up launching a skeet pigeon, a clay pigeon up in the air. I'll shoot at these and those with my shotguns. But as far as handguns and rifles, I don't shoot at any of their targets. Not just out of respect. I don't want to get kicked out of here, but I respect their equipment and the fact that they let me shoot out here, so I'm not going to damage anything. You'll see, let me look on the camera, right at the tip of my finger there, that's one of my targets. That's an AR 500 steel target. I keep a bunch of them in my car, or in my truck or Jeep, and I'll just unload whatever I need, typically. Easy enough for me to do that. But anyhow, man, that's it. This is where I spend a lot of my time shooting. Again, this one here is wide open. I do a lot of shooting right here. This is where I film a lot of my videos. If you go back and look at a bunch of my videos, very many of them are actually shot right here. I'll actually shoot sometimes. I will set up over here by the backup targets. I can set up right here and shoot all the way down past there against that tree line over there. That's about 95 yards. That's the longest shot that I can make here without going down to the more public area, you know, getting out of the private range here. And one more little spot they've got, since I'm giving you a tour and it's still pouring down raining, and my audio would suck if I try to finish my video. This is kind of like when they have big events. This is where they come to eat. They'll serve all their food in here. And you see they have all the tables right in here. And I know I'm gonna run into some more wasp nests because this place doesn't get used real often right here. But they got a pretty cool little area right in here. So they'll do all their cooking and all that. I can tell you that during the cold weather months, this is a nice area right here. That stove right there, which is not hooked up right now, will be hooked back up by the time the cold weather gets here, because this is one of the warmer spots when it's freezing cold out here. Freezing cold to us down here in Louisiana is literally freezing at about 32 degrees. I know that's not cold to you guys, but that's freezing cold to us. I'm gonna come back over here, man. I'm probably gonna take some B-roll shots of me just shooting the gun at a rapid pace for some B-roll shots, some kind of like some gun porn shots, so I can get out of here, because I'm hopefully barbecuing some steaks later on tonight. Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday wherever you're at. Hopefully you're probably not at the range if you're watching this, but yeah, man, you guys have asked for it. We talked about doing some live streams from the range. I'm glad I can do it. If you guys don't mind, since you're watching this, can you comment on what the quality is? Because my signal is pretty bad out here. So I'm not sure what quality of signal I'm getting, if it's coming in and out, if the audio is decent, if the video is decent, anything like that. So if you guys don't mind, do me a favor and let me know, give me a little bit of feedback on it, if audio and feedback are acceptable. Because if they are, we'll do this a little bit more often. I don't have a problem doing this as long as I can give you guys an effective signal, you know, that's at least has a little bit of quality to it, and it's not just garbage. All right, fellas, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Rain's not slacking up, but I gotta figure out, so I gotta make a move. It's 4:25 my time, and I gotta fire that pit up by about 5 o'clock, so I gotta shake and bake, as Ricky Bobby would say. We'll see you guys next time.